Welcome back to Philosopher Mindful. Today, we step into one of Schopenhauer's most piercing insights, his metaphysical view of love and desire. For many of us, love feels like something sacred, deep, meaningful, personal, but for Schopenhauer, it is anything but personal. Behind every romantic gesture, every longing glance, and every heartbreak, there is something much older, much deeper, and much more relentless. The will to life. Love as an expression of the will to life, at the core of Schopenhauer's philosophy, is a single driving force. Lichu, will. This will is not rational, it's not moral, it's not even conscious. It is a blind, insatiable energy, a metaphysical impulse to persist, expand, and reproduce. And love? Love, to Schopenhauer, is the mask the will wears to keep the species alive. We think we fall in love for beauty, for personality, for kindness. But what we are really doing, unknowingly, is serving the will's greater plan, the creation of the next generation. It's not about the fulfillment of the individual. It's about the continuation of the species. When you're drawn to someone, when you feel desire or obsession or longing, Schopenhauer would say, that's not you, that's the will, using you as a vessel to fulfill its ancient drive. The illusion of romantic ideals. This view, of course, is deeply unromantic. Schopenhauer believed that romantic love is an illusion, beautiful, yes, but deceptive. We are not choosing our partners freely. We are being pulled by unconscious forces that seek to create the optimal offspring. It's not love, it's eugenics disguised as passion. Why are we attracted to certain body types, facial structures, or voices? Because Schopenhauer argues, the will calculates, instinctively, what traits are missing in ourselves and seeks to correct them in the next generation. Romantic love, then, is not about happiness. It is about biological strategy, engineered through illusion. And that's why so often, once love fulfills its biological purpose, once the child is born or the desire fades, disillusionment sets in. The magic vanishes, the suffering begins. We realize we were never in control. Schopenhauer's insight cuts through the fantasies we build around love, not to destroy love, but to see through it, and to understand what it really is beneath the surface. And perhaps, in understanding it, we can learn to live with more awareness, more clarity, and maybe a little more freedom. Sexuality and human behavior. In this segment, we explore Schopenhauer's profound insights into the role of sexuality in human behavior. His perspective offers a unique lens through which we can understand the driving forces behind our actions and desires. The primacy of the sexual instinct. Schopenhauer posited that sexuality is the most potent and fundamental of all human instincts. He described it as the ultimate goal of almost all human effort, asserting that the sexual drive is the most perfect manifestation of the will to live. This perspective places sexual desire at the core of human motivation, influencing behaviors across various aspects of life. The will to life and reproduction. Central to Schopenhauer's philosophy is the concept of the will to life, an unconscious, insatiable force driving all beings to survive and reproduce. He believed that sexual desire is the most direct expression of this will. Thus, our pursuit of sexual fulfillment is not merely for personal pleasure, but serves the greater purpose of species preservation. Illusion of romantic love. Schopenhauer argued that romantic love is an illusion crafted by the will to ensure reproduction. He suggested that individuals are subconsciously drawn to partners who will produce the most robust offspring, rather than those who will bring them personal happiness. This perspective challenges the conventional view of love as a purely emotional or spiritual connection. Conflict between individual happiness and species preservation. According to Schopenhauer, there's an inherent conflict between the individual's pursuit of happiness and the species' need for reproduction. The will to live prioritizes the continuation of the species over individual contentment, often leading to personal suffering. This tension underscores the idea that much of human misery stems from the relentless demands of the will. Sexual desire. As a source of suffering, Schopenhauer viewed sexual desire as a source of suffering, leading individuals into a cycle of longing and temporary satisfaction. He believed that the fulfillment of sexual desires often results in disillusionment, as the anticipated happiness is fleeting. This cycle perpetuates human dissatisfaction, aligning with his broader pessimistic outlook on life. Influence on human behavior. The philosopher emphasized that sexual desire profoundly influences human behavior, often overriding rational thought. He observed that many of our actions, from the pursuit of wealth to artistic expression, are ultimately driven by sexual motivations. Recognizing this influence can lead to a deeper understanding of human conduct and the underlying forces that shape it. This section provides a comprehensive overview of Schopenhauer's views on sexuality and its impact on human behavior. His insights offer a critical examination of the motivations behind our actions, challenging us to reflect on the deeper forces at play in our lives. Implications for modern relationships. In this segment, we explore how Schopenhauer's philosophical insights into love, desire, and the human condition resonate within the context of contemporary relationships. His perspectives, though rooted in the 19th century, offer a profound lens through which we can examine the complexities of modern romantic and interpersonal dynamics. The will to life in contemporary love. Schopenhauer posited that the will to life is an unconscious, insatiable force driving all beings to survive and reproduce. In today's context, this translates into the pervasive influence of biological and evolutionary imperatives on our romantic choices. Despite societal advancements and the proliferation of digital dating platforms, the underlying motivations in seeking partners often align with reproductive fitness and genetic compatibility, echoing Schopenhauer's assertion that love serves the species' continuation more than individual fulfillment. The illusion of romantic ideals. Modern culture often romanticizes love, portraying it as the pinnacle of personal happiness and fulfillment. However, Schopenhauer's philosophy challenges this notion by suggesting that romantic love is an illusion crafted by the will to ensure reproduction. This perspective invites a critical examination of contemporary narratives around love, prompting individuals to question whether their romantic pursuits are genuinely autonomous or subconsciously influenced by deeper evolutionary drives. Conflict between individual happiness and species preservation. Schopenhauer highlighted the inherent tension between personal happiness and the species' need for reproduction. In modern relationships, this conflict manifests in various ways, such as the societal pressure to marry and have children, even when personal desires may not align with these expectations. Recognizing this dichotomy can empower individuals to make relationship choices that prioritize personal well-being over societal or biological imperatives. Sexual desire as a source of suffering. In today's hyper-connected world, the omnipresence of sexual imagery and the commodification of desire can exacerbate the cycle of longing and temporary satisfaction that Schopenhauer described. The fleeting nature of pleasure and the subsequent return to dissatisfaction underscore the philosopher's view of desire as a source of suffering. This understanding can encourage a more mindful approach to navigating sexual relationships, emphasizing emotional connection over transient gratification. Navigating love with philosophical awareness, applying Schopenhauer's insights to modern relationships involves cultivating a heightened awareness of the unconscious forces influencing our romantic decisions. By acknowledging the role of the will and the illusions it creates, individuals can strive for relationships grounded in authenticity and mutual understanding. This philosophical approach promotes a deeper connection that transcends mere biological imperatives, fostering partnerships based on shared values and conscious choice. This section provides a comprehensive examination of how Schopenhauer's philosophical concepts can inform and enrich our understanding of modern relationships. By integrating these insights, individuals can navigate the complexities of love and desire with greater clarity and intentionality. Critiques and counterarguments. In this segment, we explore various critiques and counterarguments to Schopenhauer's views on love and desire. While his philosophy offers profound insights, it has also faced significant criticism from different perspectives. Feminist critiques. Schopenhauer's views on women have been widely criticized for their misogynistic undertones. In his essay on women, he described women as childish, frivolous, and short-sighted, asserting that they are, by nature, meant to obey. Such statements have been condemned for perpetuating gender stereotypes and undermining women's intellectual and moral capacities. Feminist philosophers argue that Schopenhauer's portrayal of women reflects the patriarchal norms of his time rather than objective truths. His reduction of women to mere instruments of reproduction ignores their agency and contributions to society beyond childbearing. Alternative philosophical perspectives. Other philosophers have offered differing views on love and desire. For instance, Max Scheler emphasized the spiritual and emotional dimensions of love, viewing it as a means of connecting with higher values. This contrasts with Schopenhauer's reduction of love to a mere manifestation of the will to life. Moreover, Friedrich Nietzsche, initially influenced by Schopenhauer, later rejected his pessimism. Nietzsche introduced the concept of the will to power, emphasizing the creative and life-affirming aspects of human existence. He criticized Schopenhauer's asceticism and advocated for embracing life's challenges as opportunities for growth. Psychological and biological counterarguments. Modern psychology and biology offer alternative explanations for love and desire. Evolutionary psychology suggests that while reproductive instincts play a role, human relationships are also shaped by social, emotional, and cognitive factors. The complexity of human bonding cannot be solely attributed to an unconscious will to reproduce. Furthermore, contemporary research highlights the importance of attachment, empathy, and mutual support in relationships, challenging Schopenhauer's view of love as a deceptive illusion. Cultural and societal considerations. Schopenhauer's philosophy has been critiqued for its Eurocentric and androcentric biases. His generalizations about human nature often overlook cultural diversity and the varying expressions of love and desire across societies. By failing to account for these differences, his theories risk presenting a narrow and incomplete picture of human relationships. This section provides a comprehensive examination of the critiques and counterarguments to Schopenhauer's views on love and desire. By considering these perspectives, we gain a more nuanced understanding of the complexities of human relationships. Conclusion. Seeing through the illusion, we've journeyed deep into the heart of Schopenhauer's philosophy, through the will, desire, love, and the haunting power of sexuality. We've explored his claim that what we call love is not an act, or freedom but an illusion, crafted by forces beyond our control, in service of something older, deeper, and indifferent to our happiness, the continuation of life itself. To Schopenhauer, romantic love is not sacred, it is strategic. It doesn't care about your dreams, it only cares about the future of the species. Your attraction, your longing, your heartbreak, they are not accidents. They are symptoms of a metaphysical process. But in understanding this process, something powerful happens. We wake up. We stop believing in the fairy tale. We stop confusing desire with destiny. And in that awareness, we begin to reclaim our autonomy, not by denying love, but by seeing it for what it is, a force that can guide or enslave, deceive or reveal. And maybe, through this lens, we don't fall in love blindly, we choose with eyes open. If this exploration helped you see love and desire in a new light, if it stirred something deep, something uncomfortable, but true, then this is just the beginning. Subscribe to Philosopher Mindful, where we go beyond surface quotes and explore the philosophy that changes how you see life. From Schopenhauer to Fanon, Nietzsche to Freud. Like, comment, and share your thoughts. Do you think love is just a biological trap, or can it be something more? Let's build a community that dares to think deeply and feel honestly, one idea at a time. Until next time, stay mindful, stay awake, stay free.